Hey, what's up, guys? The Henderson Tech Daddy videos. And tonight we're going to be talking about buying products from overseas. Now, people are a little confused sometimes when they buy products from overseas. They they turn around and they buy the wrong products, or they're buying products that are too heavy. They're buying products that are um, oversized, and so it becomes difficult for them when they try to sell it on Amazon, and so they have a hard time. And you have to know what products are going to sell. You have to know what products to look for. And today, for example, I put out my product of the month, okay, for March. And so the product of the month is an excellent product. It's very small, and it's something that you can ship 500 units easily in a couple of boxes and get them to Amazon's FBA program and so forth. So it's a great product, and it's just something that I think my members are going to enjoy. I was pretty excited about putting it out. I wanted to put it out on Friday, but then I said, you know what, I'm going to do it on Monday, beginning of the month, and get that taken care of for you guys. So for those of you that are members, check the back office, and you are going to find out that the product of the month is on the Amazon A to Z course, and you'll be able to see it there, okay, for the March product of the month. Now, I was getting a lot of phone calls this week. I got a lot of phone calls of people sitting there complaining because they tried different avenues, you can say, and it didn't work for them, different training platforms. And a lot of the phone calls that I did receive, there was quite a bit of drop shippers, drop shipping old products, and paying a substantial amount of money for these particular products, and which to me, it's disappointing. It's disappointing of the fact that there's people out there still taking advantage of other people with old products and old material. And I don't know, I just I hear the stories all the time, and oh, I was selling this, and all of a sudden, it just stopped selling whatsoever. Well, Amazon, you have to make sure that you sell products that sell every single day. And for those of you that are brand new, all I can suggest to you is take a look at the best sellers, take a look at the subcategories in the best sellers. Those tend to do extremely well also, to kind of help you out, give you a guideline. Use programs like ASIN Inspector, Jungle Scout. Use these programs, the software programs that are out there for research tools that are going to help you. Make sure that you are getting your keywords down, and make sure yeah, just a lot of things that come into play. I got a lot of compliments on the video, how to find killer products on Jungle Scout. I got a lot of compliments on that from my members about how to find that, because I set the parameters for them and what have you. So which is awesome. I mean, and that's things that I want to do to help you out, to get out there and make sure that you guys are being successful. So for me, it's gratifying to know that my members are making money, and that's the thing, is they are starting to make money. I get people calling me quite a bit, members that are calling me and saying, hey, now I'm starting to make money. And they should, because now is the time where business is going to pick up. Business is going to pick up for you on Amazon itself. I had one member that was selling 3 to 5 units a day. Now it's selling 19 to 25 units a day. And she's really excited, just because now it's starting to pick up for her, which I told her this is what happens. I kind of use the example of you just throwing you're making a little snowball uphill, and you just roll that snowball downhill, and all of a sudden that snowball gets bigger, bigger, and bigger. Well, that's what happens to your sales if you have the right product. If you have the right product, your sales start to move, and so that's what you have to kind of look at. I get people that call me that are interested, but yet they're determined to sell. They're determined to sell other products. Um, Sorry, I'm just getting another sale, so it kind of distracts me as I'm talking. But um, so where was I? Oh yeah, products. You have to pick a good product, and that's where I feel like my product of the month comes in. I have my products of the month for 2018 that are still not saturated. They're still great. They're still actually doing extremely well. And so, um, God, you do a live video and then you get beeps and everything else. So, yeah, I will answer your questions real quick. But again, sales are booming. Sales are starting to move. Sales are really starting to pick up for a lot of people, even myself. I have quite a bit of sales that I do. On the average, another sale. On the average, you want to kind of do anywhere from 30 to 50 units a day. If you can do that by picking the right product, that's ideal. Some people do 200 to 300 units a day, and it's not uncommon if you have very good products. And so another thing too, and I want to kind of talk about, is when you order your products, and people will get burned if they don't know how to order from overseas. So, for example, I gave out a product of the month, right? And so when I gave out the product of the month, I basically told my members, you have several options. When you package it, you can put it in a nice, beautiful package, and it allows Alibaba manufacturers and suppliers to charge you more because it's in a nice looking box, right? Well, I kind of show you, put it in a plain, simple brown box, just a few words on it. You don't need the UPC code. You don't need the ASIN. You don't need any of that. The SKU number. If you want to put the SKU number on there, you can if you're going to be doing Amazon's FBA program. But if you're going to be shipping it out to the customer directly, you don't need anything on the box itself. My point is, you want to try to get the box as cheap as possible. You don't want to make it look beautiful. That doesn't sell your product, okay? People don't see that until after they purchase it and it's arrived to the home. What sells your product is your listing. Your listing sells your product. If you have a beautiful listing, and I emphasize this, and I tell people, if you're going to put your efforts and your energy into something, put it into your listing. Make sure you have beautiful pictures. Make sure you have great keywords where people are able to find you. Don't emphasize on your packaging too much, because this is what happens. They get the product, and say, for example, an iPad or something, right? It's in a nice little box, and if it's beautiful looking, what are they going to do? They're not really going to do too much. They're going to rip off that box. They're going to destroy it, throw it in the trash can, and so when they do that, it really doesn't, you really don't have, I mean, it doesn't mean anything. What's inside is what people care about. Is the iPad good? Does it work? Does it turn on? You know, that's all they care about. So you put all your energy into your listings. And when you put all your energy into your listings, you're going to be rewarded with that. So for those of you that are brand new, that are just coming in, and I had quite a few people come in to techdaddyvideos.com. They signed up for the packages. They're watching the videos. And so I'm getting a lot of compliments on that. And by the way, if you guys have any questions, so tonight I'm going to be doing Amazon Q&A. I didn't put that in the title because it just wasn't enough room. So if you have questions, make sure that you get those questions and put them in the chat. And when you put them in the chat, then I will be reading those questions on air and you know, answer those questions for you. That's what I do on Monday nights, Amazon Q&A. But I always start off with a topic. I always start off with something. So if you have a product and you feel like that product is going to do extremely well, put your efforts into your listing itself. And so concentrate on finding the products that are going to be the cheapest on Alibaba. For example, I did put out a product, and so I showed people, my members, where to find a product on Alibaba, and I also showed them different MOQs. So there was an MOQ, minimum order quantity of 1,000 units. And it was $1.55, I believe. And so there was another manufacturer making the exact same product for $1.53, but the MOQ was 50 units. So we don't want you buying 1,000 units to start off with, okay? Especially your first product. We want you to start off very slow. That's the whole idea, is to get out there, test the product, make sure the product is good, and sell it. That's the whole idea. So, but other than that, you want to make sure that you check out several different suppliers, because those suppliers, you know, they depend on you, and they're expecting your business, and they want your business. So basically, you can get their business. It's just a matter of, you know, negotiating, and you have to be a good negotiator when you are, you know, negotiating overseas, because a lot of times they'll read into that, and if they feel that you're just there and you're not really experienced, they're going to catch that, and you know, they'll try to take advantage of that. So you always want to make yourself professional and make sure that you go out there and ask the right questions. And that's part of the training course also that I have at techdaddyvideos.com. So again, let's see who's on. So I just wanted to clarify that. I just wanted to talk about, you know, buying from overseas, buying products from overseas. One more thing too, before I get off this topic, is make sure that you know what your fees are, because it's most of the time it is cheaper to get air freight than sea freight. But they make it look like sea freight is way cheaper. But you have to deal with a freight forwarder when you do sea freight, and when you are doing air freight, you don't have to hire a freight forwarder whatsoever. The only deal is you have to make sure that your product gets from China customs to US customs and gets to your door. That's the only thing, is you got to make sure that right there, you're able to get past those 2 points. If you're able to get past those 2 points, product's going to come and to your door. They knock on your door and say, here's your product. If you're sending it to your home, same exact thing. If you are sending it to Amazon's FBA program, it's the same concept. You know, it's got to make it there, got to get there to Amazon's FBA warehouse. So make sure that you are out there and doing everything that you should be doing. So, okay. So we're going to go ahead and get started on the Amazon Q&A. I want to make sure that you guys ask the right questions. Go ahead and ask these questions. I will be answering them for you and try to get those questions answered for you. I do have members that come in and ask the questions too. If you are a member at Tech Daddy Videos, you can go into the private Facebook group and ask questions there also. And also you could join me on Monday nights at 6 o'clock where I answer any questions, whether you're a member or not, you know. So this is part of my service that I do. And so I have quite a few people that come on. And if you're brand new to this channel, introduce yourself. Let me know that you're brand new. And, you know, we'll go from there, okay? So feel free to ask, go ahead and put your questions in the chat. We're going to go ahead and get into, find out who is here, who's on. And looks like somebody sent me $10, and I think I know who that is. So appreciate that. So we're going to start from the top and work our way down. All right. What's up there, Angel Rivera? Angel Rivera is in. Hello, Henry. I see. Hi, Henry. Love the new product. Many, many thanks. Appreciate that. OLA sends me $10. Just like clockwork. Every time I have a video, he does send me money. That's awesome. Thumbs up for you. Appreciate that. All right. Amazing Mickey from Japan. What's happening there, Amazing Mickey? Hello, Henry. Right on time, of course. Amazing Mickey, what time is it over there in Japan, by the way? It is 6:17 over here in PM. I'm just curious to find out if you're staying up late or not. So, Benny, what's going on there, Benny? Benny Oliveras, what's happening? Imran, what's up there, Imran? Imran does have a question. Nice to see you again. Appreciate that. Oh, Maria, sorry. Maria had a question. Maria Teresa Ortiz. Hello, Henry. I like the product of the month. When's a good time to call? I have a question about the March product of the month. I am extremely busy. You can call me. Give me a shot. Just call me tomorrow. If I'm on the phone, I'm on the phone. If not, I could be doing something else. So, but just do me a favor. Text me or email me first and let me know if what time is a good time that you're available, and I will either call you back and leave me your phone number, or we can set up a time where we can call each other. Okay. She is also one of my members and was selling some Christmas products, and kind of helped her out on that. Hopefully, we're selling some other products and making more money. So, yeah. Okay. And glad you liked the product of the month. Appreciate that. Imran says, Henry, can we get trademark word even we don't have on the products? We can please guide or any words, please. I don't understand the question, Imran. Can we get trademark word? I don't understand the question. So elaborate a little bit more, kind of be a little bit more specific, and hopefully I can answer that for you. OLA, hello, Henry. Hello, group. How to buy from manufacturers is a good topic. Thank you. Yeah, I appreciate that. Yes. You know, buying from manufacturers, again, you know, don't be intimidated. Do not be intimidated. Just like everybody else. They're a business. They want your business. And you have to be stronger. You have to show that you are in charge. And so if they turn around and try to pressure you and say, well, I'm not going to give you a price until you give me a quantity, you simply tell them, look, I'm going to be buying thousands of products, but I'm looking for the right manufacturer. If I can find the right manufacturer, you have my business. Simple as that. And most of the time, they're going to want to work with you. So it's just a matter of, you know, they'll turn around and try to sell you 1,000 units from your first order. And you tell them, no, I'm not interested in 1,000 units. I'm interested in only 100 units to test out. I'm going to test those units out. If I sell those and I make money, then I'll order the 900 more units from you. Okay. Also, samples. You know, samples is huge. You know, you don't want to, You don't want to sit there and buy samples that are cost you $90 for the sample. If you can get it from Amazon itself and somebody else is selling it, then order their product, take a look at it, and see if it's something that's going to be similar to yours. So when you do order your product, you simply tell them, you know, I'm going to order 100 units from you. So you order 100 units and say, I want to see a sample before you send them to me. And most of the time, if they know that they have a purchase, then they're going to go ahead and ship it out right away, because they cannot start the process until you are satisfied. And that's a good way to get out of a $90 sample, which only costs you maybe $1.33. You know, shipping is very, very expensive to ship the product, one product overseas in 2 days. It's very expensive, $50, $60, $70. And I always tell my members, do not pay $70 for a sample. That's ridiculous. I know you want to see your product, but there's other ways to do that. And I do teach that in my Amazon A to Z course. Okay. All right. Les, what's up there, Les? El Platino. Thoughts on promoting either the eBay or Amazon store on YouTube? Yes or no? Well, I can't tell you no, because I'm on YouTube and I have been very, very successful on YouTube, and I get most of my traffic right here on YouTube. I have well over 1 million views on my channel. I have 23,000 subscribers on my channel, and without any promoting whatsoever. I don't promote this any way through Facebook, through any other sources. You know, I do my Monday nights Amazon Q&A. I have a lot of people that come in there, and I get a lot of business there. So if you're asking me if YouTube works, absolutely, it does work. Doesn't matter what you're trying to sell. If you're sorry about that, guys, but if you are trying to get your product in there, you're trying to say, for example, you want to have a link that goes directly from Amazon, and you're trying to promote that on YouTube, that's going to be a little bit tough. But if you have a YouTube channel, you know, why not? You can promote anything out there on YouTube as long as it just meets their guidelines. So yes, I mean, the answer to your question, definitely yes. I would definitely use YouTube as a source of advertising, just because I do extremely well. And I can't sit there and say, no, don't do it, because most of my business, like I say, come from YouTube and viewers like yourself. All right. Let me see here. Wow, there is quite a few. Okay. Benny Oliveras, thank you for uploading the video on inputting a seller's permit into Seller Central. Oh, I just have one problem. I don't see the tax feature. Could it be because I don't have any products sent to FBA? Yeah, I mean, that's a good question. You should have your settings. It should have something there for your seller's permit ID. I did that in the video itself when I made the video. So you should have the same thing. I'll have to take a look at it and kind of see, but it should be back there, and it should be under your settings. Sorry guys, I don't know what's going on with this this feed, but to answer your question, yeah, just check your settings and see if it's back there. If it isn't, maybe because if you don't have a product, or Benny, find out if your products are live, or any of your products are live. That could be the reason why you probably don't have it back there, but check it out. If you have, tomorrow I have quite a bit of stuff that I'm doing, but if you want, we can try to do a call during the day sometime, real quick, maybe 15 minutes or something, just to try to help you out. All right, so hopefully that helps. Japan. Ed says, oh, okay, hold on one second. Ed Sutherland. Hello, new from Texas. What's up there, Ed Sutherland? Texas in the house. Craig K, what's up there, Craig K? Henry, how do you make sure it gets through customs? Make sure it's not branded. Any other brand that's on a no brand list, as far as like Nike, Under Armour, any name brands that could be counterfeited. Make sure that that doesn't happen. If you're going to private label a product and you private label a product, make sure that it's not a branded name. And that's a good question, because there are some people out there that say it's okay to sell branded products. Well, they got to get their branded products from somewhere, whether they're a manufacturer, whether they're a distributor, or what have you. But if you're trying to get products from overseas into Amazon, it will get stopped and seized at customs, whether it's China customs or whether it's the U.S. customs. Most of the time, U.S. customs is where it stops. Sometimes it doesn't even get on the plane or on the boat, you know, to have it shipped, because of what that product is. And most of the time, you can get certifications and all that from the manufacturer or the distributor to make sure that they have the certifications for it, because sometimes it will get stopped and they will ask. I think one of the categories now that they're really paying attention to are toothbrushes. So when you ship toothbrushes overseas now, there has to be certain certifications, and customs is seizing a lot of those from overseas, just because they're not, I think it's like FBA approved or something, you know, some type of certification here in the United States. So yeah, it's a great question. But you know, most private label product, if you call it your own name and what have you, it should be fine, as long as it's not something illegal. We'll say, for example, like I don't know, like glass pipes or something, to where it looks like it's like an illegal product. Yeah, then those are kind of sketchy, and you want to make sure that you kind of stay away from those. All right. But great question, though. It's a great question. Ed Sutherland, Japan, it is 11:17 a.m. Amazing Mickey says it's 11:18. Wow. Oh, nice. I thought it was, I thought actually, yeah, you're right, because I do most of my negotiations at night, just because overseas in China and Japan, it's early morning there. So I should have expected that. Maria says, I think he's talking copyright. Some sellers are putting copyright marks in the photos. Oh, yeah, you don't want to do that. Listen, if your product is copyrighted or what have you, then you should be able to brand registry that product. And you should be able to brand registry that product with Amazon. And you shouldn't have to do that at all. If you're going to have a copyrighted name or anything, put that in your manufactured by or sold by, and just put that copyright name on there if it's a copyrighted name. But other than that, you don't want to put that in your photos whatsoever. And I do understand that people will steal other people's photos, but if you are brand registered, it's very simple. You can call Amazon and let them know that this guy has the exact same photos as me, and they'll red flag your account, and because of the complaint. And it seems like there's more people complaining now with other competitors. Other competitors are complaining about other competitors whether they do, like, for example, piggybacking. And that's where a lot of people kind of get in trouble when they piggyback, because they'll take the photos, they'll take everything, it looks exactly the same, and then they'll cut the price a little lower and make the sale and get the sale. Well, all you're going to do is irritate that particular seller, especially if he is branded. Yeah, you want to be really, really careful. That's why you want to look at private label or wholesale or your own product. You want to make sure that you sell your own product. I mean, that's the thing. If you're piggybacking, for example, one or two items that you have around the house and you just want to get rid of it, that's fine. But if you have 500 units, that can be a little bit more difficult, and they'll catch it. And you can get in, most likely they're going to red flag your account. So, all right. Ayn Rand says, I am asking Henry if I have a product so I don't have trademark signs on my product. Can I still get approved from the United States PTO, or do I need to print my product and then can get it approved? No. Yeah, of course you can. I mean, as long as it's not on that particular website, you can do a search, and if it's not there, then you can apply for it. Here's the problem, though. The problem is when somebody trademarks something, or they have these services out there, right? They have these services where they go out there and they will trademark it, and then they'll pay for the license. They'll pay like $495 for the trademark, okay? It has to go through an attorney, and then that attorney, or it can go through an attorney, and that attorney can check it, and then all of a sudden they say, no, you can't use that because that is a broad search, and and here's the thing, you don't get your money back at all. They keep that money because it's part of their service to go out there and check it. That's why it's important that you kind of do it yourself. And sometimes I've seen it where it said that it was available on a patent search. I did a patent search on it, or a brand search, and basically it wasn't there. So I went ahead and I bought it, and then to find out, I got a refusal letter because it belonged to somebody else, but it didn't show up. So got to be really careful when you go out there and you do that and you're trying to do that. Now, I would not trademark anything. Ayn Rand, I would not trademark anything unless you're selling a whole lot of it. If you're selling a lot, then yes. But if you haven't sold any of it, don't waste your money by trademarking it, because you don't know if it's not going to sell or if it is going to sell. So for me, I don't do it until I'm selling thousands of units. Then I can go out there and say, okay, I'm going to go ahead and trademark this now and protect myself. If you're going to do anything first, brand, registry your product, okay? Create a website, because you're going to need a website to create. You got to put that product on your website. Then you're going to have to present that to Amazon, and Amazon is going to have to approve that along with the website, the packaging, and all that. So you have to make sure that you have all that first in order to get your brand registry approval. Okay? Hopefully that helps you. And anybody else that's out there. Les says, so you would put a link in your Amazon store in the description of your YouTube video if you're selling a particular product. Les, you can, but Amazon has, YouTube has guidelines, and you have to be really, really careful when you send people outside of YouTube. Okay, it's fine if they're in YouTube and so forth. Unless I think there's other ways of doing it. Like for example, I'm gonna give you an example. If I have a product, okay, and I want to sell this product, say for example, I'm gonna sell this case right here, right? Well, I will put it on Facebook. I will go out there and I will say, and I'll ask a question, or I'll do a what are they called, surveys, or a poll, And so I will put it in a group. So for example, I am going to an Apple group or somebody who loves Apple products, and I know that they like the iPads and I'm selling this case. I will put 2 pictures up, and I would go on Facebook and put it out there and say, do you like the black case or do you like the red case? And I'll have a poll there. And on the bottom of the poll would be in the description, I could have the link that as soon as they click on it, they click on this, it takes them directly to Amazon's place, if that's what you're trying to do. YouTube, you got to be really careful because they do watch that as far as sending people out of YouTube onto your Amazon store. It's more forgiving if you do Shopify or if you do Facebook. You can send links there, but even then, I still think that they really pay attention to the outside links, and so. Les says, and as always, thank you for your knowledge. Yeah, no problem. That's fine. Benny Oliveira says, also another question. My product is about 5 inches long and 3 inches wide. Weighs about 1.6 ounces. Okay. Why are my Amazon fees so high? Referral fees, other fees, FBA fees, rates, etc. Is this normal? Why don't you try applying for the light program? If you check on Amazon, they have what they call the ship and light program, where if it's under $10 and it is under so many ounces, and you could ship so many at one time, you can try to qualify for that, or put in a request for that. I cannot remember the program right offhand, but Small and Light program is what it's called, Small and Light. And so you can check and just do a search on Amazon under the help for Small and Light, and it should give you the links for that. And you may qualify for that. And what happens is that brings your fees down quite a bit if you qualify for it. Okay. Or you could simply call Amazon and ask them, why are my fees so expensive? And hopefully that helps you out. But I think it has to be under so many ounces. I think it has to be something like 10 or 11 ounces and small in size. All right. OLA says, thank you for edification. No problem. Annie, what's up there, Annie? Annie Tirado? Hello, all from Riverside in Southern California. So excited to be a new member. Yeah, she just signed up for my Amazon A to Z course. I appreciate that. And thank you for being on, and thank you for being live here on my YouTube channel. And feel free to come in every Monday. If you have a question, this is the place to ask. You catch me live, and I can answer the questions for you. So make sure during the week you write them down and what have you. If not, you can always notify me. 626-225-3002 is right on top of my video. On all my videos, I have my phone number where people can call me. If you're a member, I give you that special attention. All right. Amazing Mickey. Hello, Henry. Even when testing 100 pieces of the new product, should I have my listing made all perfect? Even if I do not, I don't know if this product will sell good for me or not. Great question, Amazing Mickey. As you know, in my course, I do talk about you want to make sure that you create the listing first before you buy anything. It does not make sense for you to buy 100 units, 200 units, 300 units, and then all of a sudden you put a listing up and Amazon says you can't sell it because maybe you're not open in that category. Maybe that's a closed category. Maybe it's a product that is in a closed category and you're kind of stuck. And if you have products that are being sent over and you have not created a listing, then you're going to be in a world of hurt. So this is why I show you step by step, and it's in there, where you must create a listing first, okay, before you go out there and order any products. I don't care if it's 50 units, I don't care if it's 25 units. Create the listing first. Make sure that you are qualified and able to sell that particular product. A lot of members will do too, is they'll test it by piggybacking off of somebody with 1 unit or 2 units and try it that way. And if it opens up for you and you're able to sell it, create your own listing, put your own product down, and all you're looking for is to see if you're open in that category. Hopefully that helps you. Amazing, Mickey from Japan. All right, Benny says thank you. Yeah, no problem, Benny. So yeah. All right. What's up there, Andre Bisek. Hello, Henry. When you make your listing, do you have all your pictures of the products, or you can use some from the Google images or even Alibaba's website? No. Do not get them off of Google. Do not. Because your listing will be taken down if they catch you. Okay? Alibaba, if you have a product from your manufacturer, you can ask the manufacturer if they have photos. If they have photos for that particular product, then use those photos. It should be fine. As long as their name's not on it and they send you the photos. Okay, so we are back. But we were talking about photos, getting them from Alibaba. Yes, you can check that way. Getting them from Google, do not get them from Google. If you could create your own photos, that is best. If you're a member, and I think you are a member of the Amazon A to Z course, I do talk about that in my March product, and I did highlight and I did talk about this in my video as far as I talked about the photos that were on there, and I showed you you know, some of the description that they had in the photos and some of the other stuff that they had in the photos that really brought out that particular listing and why it was #1. And that's why I showed you that particular ASIN, was because it was doing, I think it was doing $30,000 a month on that particular listing. And I wanted to show you this because it was a really, really good listing. And it had 1,000 reviews, but I wanted to show you what a good listing will do and how well it was. And a lot of people, they'll go to Fiverr or they'll go to other places. I think I do have a member that does photography, and he had said if there was any work for him to let my members know. And so I was going to do that. And so he is a photographer. You just send the products to him and he will charge you. If you are interested in something like that, just send me an email at techdaddyvideos@gmail.com. Ask about the photographer, and I would just forward that to him, and you guys can work it out amongst each other. He's actually a really good photographer. Did some of my products and selling well. So, all right. Yeah, perfect. All right, well, good deal. Looks like we're slowing down on. It's going on almost an hour anyway. About another 15 minutes, and we are done. So again, you know, you want to find that killer product. You want to find those products that are going to move, going to sell, and pay attention to your best sellers, and then go into the subcategories and really pay attention to some of the #1 products and the subcategories. That will kind of give you an idea what is selling on Amazon, what's not selling on Amazon. There are thousands and thousands of products that sell on Amazon. You will be surprised. And I brought up a few examples of some of the products that were out there that that sell. Uh, so you may not think it sells, or you may not think it's going to sell, and all of a sudden it just takes off, or it's a number one product, or what have you, because nobody else thinks the exact same thing. They sit there and go, well, I don't know if this would sell because I can get it in the stores, or I can go out there and get this from Walmart or Target. You think of it this way. You think of it as people really nowadays shop online, and this is why Amazon is number one in the marketplace on the internet right now, is because people don't want to leave. They don't want to get out of their homes. They turn around, they do their order, boom, and it's here the next day. So I bet you guys didn't know that the number one category for Amazon is groceries, because people need them every single day, and that's their bread and butter right now. It's not books anymore. It's not DVDs. It's not any of that. It is grocery. That's they have a I think they have something where if somebody orders groceries, they try to get that out right away, and try to get that moving. And so they know where, what people are buying and what people are looking at. And, I never would have thought. I figured, well, if you go to Costco, you go Sam's Club or somewhere else, and you can get it right there and then. But like I said, some people just say, no, I would rather have it just delivered to me, and the service is great. They get them to them right away. All right. So Andre says, thank you, Henry. Craig says, you're saying we can make a listing without a product to see if we're allowed? Just put zero inventory? Yes. Yes. Yes, Craig, you can. All you simply do is you create a listing, put zero in inventory. When you put zero in inventory, it goes into your inactives. When it goes into your inactives, your listing is live or it's not live. If there is a problem, they're going to red flag you and let you know that there's an issue or a problem, or they may send you, that listing will have an exclamation point or something there letting you know that there's an issue or a problem. But if you find nothing there and it's just in your inactive, a good quick way of verifying is just put 1 in there and wait 10 seconds, 20 seconds. And if it goes into your actives, it's live, it's ready. So yes, hopefully that helps you. All right. Sorry guys, I get a little, I get a little, because I do this all the time. These questions are, to me, are like, oh, okay, I'm surprised that people don't realize or don't know, these questions. But I forget that some of you are new. Some of you are, have very little experience. And this is why you're here on the channel, which is great. I mean, I've been doing this for 11 years and I will continue to do it. And so for me, sometimes I have to hold back myself and go, oh, okay, yeah, let's answer that question. But it's like a really basic question. But it could be hard for somebody else that doesn't know. So if I'm too hard, I apologize to you. It's just that sometimes my brain sits there and says, no, I do this many, many years ago. So don't take offense to it, whatever you do. Okay. All right. All right, cool. Feel free to give me a thumbs up if you guys learned anything today. Give me a thumbs up, hit that like button, and we'll go from there. Yolanda De Leon says, easy, easy. Yolanda De Leon, what's happening, Yolanda? That's my mother. So, hey, Mom, what's happening? Quit invading my YouTube channel. All right. Sometimes I have to give her a hard time. So, and she supports her son, which is cool. I appreciate that. Yeah, thank you for the thumbs up. Also, thank you for the $10. I appreciate that. That is going to buy my mom lunch. Just kidding. We're not going to use that money to buy her lunch. We'll end up getting something else, maybe a new light bulb or something. Who knows? For my broadcast. So, hope you guys enjoyed the channel, by the way. And if you are not a member, if you haven't subscribed, subscribe to the channel. Make sure you hit that notification bell and so forth. That lets you know when I am on. If you are interested in my videos, if you're interested in my training, feel free to take a look at my training at techdaddyvideos.com. Take a look at the packages. I do have the packages there. If you have a question about it, feel free to give me a call. And, you know, I kind of help you and explain it to you or what have you, let you know what you're getting for that particular price and go from there. But you got to get started. Guys, you have to get started. It is getting busier now, and it's going to get busier. Summer months are going to be coming when the rain stops here in the United States and the sun starts to come out. It's like night and day. And by then, if you're not selling on Amazon and you don't have the experience, get the experience, get the training. It's very, very important that you do get the training, because that is only going to help you. It's only going to help you. It's not going to hurt you in any way. And that way you guys can start selling the right products and go from there. All right. All right. Well, it is getting close. Another 8 minutes. So let's see if anybody else has anything. Ahan, what's up there, Ahan? Hi. Is 5946. As a newbie, like as if I needed to know how to turn on my computer, what program of yours do I start with? Well, you know, it's a good question. I do have 3 different programs, 3 different prices. But to be honest with you, people are buying the Amazon A to Z course because of the product of the month that I give them. I give you a product of the month to sell every single month. And that product I do research on, and I buy that product, and I can go out there and test it. And that product is going to make you money. And so, you know, everybody asks, what sells on Amazon? Well, I kind of give it to you. I've been giving you a product all in 2018. So there's like 15 products on the list itself. That is in my training platform. That's in my training videos on the Amazon A to Z course. And you are able to check out that product for that particular month in 2018. Also, I have 3 products now for 2019, one for January, February, and now today for March. And April, I have another product for April that I have to roll out that I already know. So yes, I mean, most people get the Amazon A to Z course, and that one right there, you're able to find on my website. Okay. And hopefully I explained that, and hopefully I answered your question. So Yolanda gives me a thumbs up. Thumbs up. Bubba, what's up there, Bubba? Okay, Bubba says, hi, Henry. Do you know if Amazon reports to the IRS and when? Yes, they do. I heard it happens after 50 transactions. No, the IRS is responsible. Sorry, the IRS. Amazon is responsible to give you a 1099, and basically they do that, but they also report their earnings to the IRS itself. For example, my bookkeeper, if I want to make sure that it's accurate, he calls the IRS directly, and we find out exactly the numbers that were filed through the IRS, through federal and state, and I kind of go that way. So I already know what I'm being charged for, but in case there's anything else such as advertising or what have you, because I did $36,000 in advertising last year on Amazon, And so that was part of the advertising, but that was, I get that money back. So, you know, I kind of want to make sure that everything is to the T. And I'm going to tell you guys right now, I'm not a tax accountant. I can tell you, check with your tax person. That is the best thing for you to do. And then that way, you guys can go out there and have an accurate, um, you know, information. All right. All right. Let's see here. Andre Bisis. One more question and I'm done. Do you do one-on-one training? Thanks. Yeah, I do, but I don't right now. I am so busy right now. One-on-one training. You need to make sure that you are selling on Amazon. You do $12,000 or more selling on Amazon in order for me to take you right now. I'm not taking you as a newbie. If you are new to Amazon, the best thing for you to do and the easiest thing for you to do is buy the course. When you buy the course, you can come to me, call me, and I will help you out. That's just like as good as one-on-one training, right? See, here's the thing. The thing is, I make myself available, and I make myself available to a lot of you out there. And I don't charge for a whole lot of things, which I should be charging for, but I will find out and say, okay, if you want specific training, say want me to take a look at your listing, for example, definitely going to charge you for it. If you ask me a question, it's just a simple question, and you're a member, I'll help you out. And if you don't get it, I'll get on the computer with you, and I will go out there and I will take a look at your product through my screen share and help you out there. And that's just like gold, you know. There's a lot of people that do these training that you can buy training from, but they don't offer those services. And I do. I will help my members out the best I can. If you buy the Amazon A to Z course, I know you spent quite a bit of money. And so I'm more than willing to sit there and make sure that you are successful and help you out. And so hopefully that answers your question. But one-on-one training right now, no, I'm not. I'm booked up. And so I'm not really doing too much one-on-one training right now because I have to get the people that are still backlogged and making appointments with them to complete their one-on-one training. So, but I will let you know if anything changes, and I'll let you know, guys know through YouTube. Intensity, Dallin, hello, what's happening? Revital Iron, how is your friend doing selling screws? He's actually doing really, really good. Rick Johnson, yeah, he's doing excellent. I have not heard from him lately, and as a matter of fact, I'm going to give him a call, and hopefully we can get him back on YouTube Live and see if he'll come on as a guest. Yeah, but yeah, maybe I can get him to talk about that. Bubba says, thanks, Henry. No problem. I see. Does Amazon re-index our listings, or we change and add keywords to it? I see. It is best for you to go out there and put the keywords in before you put your listing up. And try to do that. You do not want to change keywords in the middle of, say, for instance, a automatic campaign or a manual campaign. You want to kind of do that in between. So try not to go out there and change keywords too much, because, for example, say you're selling 20 units a day, but you want 50, right? Everybody wants more. Leave it alone. If you're selling 20 units a day, just leave it alone and just deal with your advertisements and kind of do your manual campaigns, but put the keywords in for the manual campaigns and put the keywords in for the campaigns instead of your listing, and see how that works. And if that works for you, then you can go ahead and do it that way. It's probably a lot less. You don't want to get into a listing and change it in any way, because it kind of puts you in the back of the line. Does it make sense? it puts you in the back of the line, and you don't want to do that. If you're continuing to sell and you're making money, leave it alone. Spend more money on advertising. Up your advertising budget from 30,000 to 50,000. Just kidding. $10 a day to $20 a day, and see if that works. Okay, and be more aggressive on that, and see if that can generate more sales. Because if that generates more sales, then your BSR ranking will actually start to go down, and that's what you want. You want your bestsellers rank to actually go down to number 1, number 2, number 3 on the first page. That's what you want, and you'll get that in the subcategories. All right, guys, perfect, great questions. Revital says thank you. Yeah, no problem. All right, guys. Well, I appreciate all the questions tonight. Thank you guys for coming on. Quite a few of you out there. Don't forget to smash that like button up there. Appreciate that. And that helps out my videos, and put it out there. Don't forget to share my videos, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I appreciate you guys coming on, and we will see you guys next Monday, same time, same channel. All right, guys. Guys, have a good one. We'll see you later. Thank you very much.